that our intro? Okay, welcome to Wine Wednesday at Casa Rosa with Kyle and Gabby. we got a nice, let's start with what we got today. We have a Cab Sav, which is not either of our favorites. Oh, thank you, the demonstration. Tailor-made. We don't normally drink Cab Sav, but we were like, let's try it.
Are we classy or do we do heavy pours?
Heavy pours on this show. Heavy pours only. So this is the first of our Wine Wednesdays with you guys. You guys picked Wine Wednesday. It was that or Tequila Tuesday. I think Kyle was almost disheartened that it wasn't Tequila Tuesday, but it's okay. We're doing Wine Wednesdays.
I live, branch out.
Try some new stuff. So we're going to try wines weekly. So you guys can send us your wine recommendations for filming. And then you already did send us in a bunch of questions to talk about and things to talk about. But the sky is the limit. You want to talk to Kyle and you want me to sit here and not talk? I can do that. You want, I don't know, whatever you guys want.
Yeah, really.
You guys got some really good suggestions already. So we're going to start with, we got a lot of questions about van life and living together and transitioning into a house. So we took all of those questions you had about that and kind of made a list of things we can answer for you guys. So you want to take off first?
Going from van life to house life. Goods and bads, I guess.
Goods and bads.
So, goods. It's really convenient. It's a lot easier than, being a nomad, and you don't have the niceties of a brick and mortar home with a mailing address and a shower that doesn't move and bathrooms that don't move. And so there's a lot of little things you overlook. But overall, it's not bad. It's not better. It's not worse.
Yeah.
It's a give and take for sure.
Scooch into the frame more. I feel like they can't see your face.
It's a mystery.
I
like the mystery.
They know what you look like. No, I definitely think that I don't like one or the other better. That's a question I feel like I personally get a lot. But I do think that actually, no, I can't even say it's almost easier living in the house because, now comes the challenges of house issues or the washing drying machine hookup was leaking.
Yeah,
it has its own issues. It's just a bigger space. But I would definitely say one of the pros is mailing address, especially for what I do. I'm shipping things all the time. And then the other pro is having a shower. But I almost feel like I've taken advantage of that because now I'm showering too much and I don't need to be showering as much as it's like I have PTSD. I'm afraid they're going to take the shower away from me.
Yeah, there's a limited amount of showers left. We have.
So every moment I can't, we got to take a shower. Which is unnecessary. And
I think that comes from, we go from gym to gym and we're like, we better take a shower now because
you're not dirty because
don't really know when
your next one's coming. I think the biggest perk of living in the van was just getting to do whatever we wanted. Now, real big. We're back. It's back to having full-time big kid regular jobs and paying bills and having heating and electric and those are things we didn't really have in the van, so that changes things. So I miss being able to free roam. That was a big one. And then I don't know, what else do you miss about the van?
Well, it's just a new place every day sort of deal. Tons of different people, people all across the country. Nobody lives the same, from state to state, town to town. Nobody does the same things the same way. We came across this little cute diner in Colorado and they had a plate of crap on the menu. That's literally what it called. You rarely see that, but we got to see that because we were there.
You ordered it too, don't you worry.
I did. It was really good.
That was actually our first date. He ordered a plate of crap.
Our first breakfast together, yeah.
He goes, well, I'm just going to get the plate of crap. And I went, do you know what's on it? And he goes, no.
That was when it was hook, line, and sinker, the adventure. Just got her.
No, he liked me because I was the adventure. Okay, what else we got on here? Space issues. That was definitely something that we dealt with in the van because I built that van and stored everything for me, myself, and I. And then you have another person coming in. I see the eye roll. So basically we had to learn how to, format that and change that up. And I could have been more giving with space for sure.
Yeah, the caveat to that coming into a house now is that, going from a van, you make every inch count. It has to be, if it's not a single purpose, it's dual purpose, this, that, and the other. You go into a house, we don't have a big house by any means, but there's a lot of space. There's a lot of space. Big. So we're trying to find something to do with every square foot of the house, and we're just, we don't need a catch-all everything room, and we had just so many things that we could do, and we don't have to put something in every square inch of the wall, and this, that, a desk can just be a desk. It doesn't have to be a desk, dinner table, bed, this, that, and the other. So.
But also comes with that is like empty space almost now kind of scares me. I don't know, I'm speaking for myself. You can validate or discredit my feelings.
It's weird.
But like when we have an empty room, it gives me anxiety, and I feel like I have to furnish it right now. And I've definitely rushed a lot of the furnishing process just because it feels so empty and large, and I think that kind of freaks me out.
Yeah.
Because even before the van, I came from small apartments. So I've never had this much space to play with that was my own.
Right.
So it's different. It's very different.
And it is weird. Empty space is weird. You should be able to do something with it. I get it.
Otherwise, it feels like, why have this big of a home? It makes me feel wasteful.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's it. I feel wasteful if everything's not
having abundance
being used.
Of square footage.
Yeah, it's too big. Also, it's so weird if we're going to talk on the space issue.
Mm-hmm.
It's so weird. This is like more of a personal space thing. But obviously, we were all up in each other's business in the van. And now, like, he'll be in another room. And I feel like I have to yell and be like, how you doing in there? Like, he's so far away.
Yeah, it does. It gets lonely.
2 rooms away. We're like, what's up?
What are you doing?
How you been? You've been gone for a while. Well, I was around the corner. Mm-hmm. So that's like a whole new adjustment as well. As everybody was like, oh my gosh, how could you possibly live in a van together? But, I mean, it makes this seem like a piece of cake,
Yeah.
Irritation, you just go to the other room and you got all this space. It's weird. What else we got going on that list? Want to talk about the freezer?
Yeah. I guess that was kind of like the niceties of stuff.
Yeah.
So, yeah, freezer's a huge one. Just the fridge in general. What, a week ago, you made a video of what's in the fridge, and there was like anything and like nothing in there. But that's pretty standard for the way we lived the past year. And just because...
If anything, I thought we went grocery overload.
Yeah.
And then people turn around, they're like, I put a poll up, and it was like, is your fridge full, or is it like kind of look like ours? And it had like maybe 2 cabinets full. And people were like very adamant of like, how can you not have a full fridge? And I was sitting there, and once again, it might go back to the waste factor, but like we've been buying on a level of, is this going to go bad in a week? And if it is, we can't buy it. So even when we went to the grocery store, I feel like we went all out. Like we spent $200 on groceries, which normally it's around like 50 to 60 because we're buying for like 3 to 4 days. But I mean, we bought $200 worth of groceries and still didn't fill our fridge.
Yeah. And it's like buying for longevity is different now because that's something you don't do in the van. You don't just buy things, I'll buy a week's worth of chicken and use it when I use it, or a week's worth of this, that, and the other.
Yeah. But
now you can, like, the fridge has more than enough room to buy in bulk and things like that. So
exactly. It's
just a really big difference. We didn't buy any frozen goods because we didn't have a freezer. So
I forgot that frozen goods existed.
Yeah. So we're getting back into, it's weird to say, but we're just like getting back in the habit of buying frozen things and buying things in bulk or for the longevity of it, is to have it for later kind of deal.
But I do also appreciate, and I want to stick with this, of not buying and being wasteful. I thought we did a really good job of that on the road, and I want to stick with that. And like we get a lot of fresh vegetables, and like we'll get our meat, but like we get enough meat for like a week or two, and then we get fresh vegetables. So really and truly, we're still having to grocery shop every week. I just think that, I mean, to keep it fresh as possible anyways, you kind of have to eat everything with under a week. So we're trying not to buy for more than a week out anyways, but it's just like a concept of like, okay, you can have the frozen chicken in the freezer, or you can, we can have ice cream now, which is dangerous, but.
Oh yeah.
What else we got?
Kyle, new city feels.
Ooh, yeah. Some people wanted to know how Kyle felt about moving back to a city that I had already lived in and you didn't know anybody in. How does that like make you feel?
It's cool watching Gabby integrate back into her place and all that. A new place, like new cities aren't really new, a new concept for me. After high school, I did the whole military thing, so I was just kind of gone.
That's something that, like, I feel like a lot of people don't know about you, though, from my page at least. Okay. They don't know that you're ex-military.
Sure.
You want to talk about that a little?
Yeah, I joined right out of high school and, experienced, I'm from a small town, so I get to go to
Alabama,
to Texas and North Dakota and all these, all these little stints, but places I'd never thought or had anybody familiar there. I didn't know anybody in these places, but I would just go. And it works. So it's another one of these little experiences. I didn't know anybody, but and we're back talking about a new city.
Don't know why
it's an adventure. Yeah, it's an adventure. I like it. It's fun. I get to make new friends in new places because every place that I've been, I have a friend group or a couple people there that's originally from that area or not in the same boat as I am. It's cool.
I'm excited. Like, I'm trying really hard not to be, because I feel like when you're in a relationship, especially when one person is somewhere new, it's easy to just, I love that you're meeting all my friends' boyfriends or people that I know and stuff like that, but I'm also excited to see, like, what new friends you bring me to the table, and it's going to take some time and you're going to have to meet people first, but...
Yeah, it's been like a week and a half, and
it's been a month. It's been a month. Actually, it's been more than, because we were here before we went home for Christmas. We just weren't in the house yet.
That's true.
So it's been like 2 months, but I'm just like excited to see that, because I feel like I put a lot of unnecessary pressure probably to like be friends with my friends, because I just want you to like feel comfortable.
And your friends are great.
And my friends are awesome.
Yeah, they're awesome.
But I mean, obviously, I feel like it's really important in a relationship, and I know we're talking van life and not couple life today, but I think it's important in a relationship to have your own friends and then have your friends together. So you have those different worlds that you can go be a part of when you need breaks. And so I'm trying to integrate you with my friends, but also give you the opportunity to have your own time to go make your own, which I think is important. And I'm grateful that he was willing to move here with me, because I can't see myself anywhere else. And I know it's going to be a challenge, like starting over on your own. So
yeah, it's fun. It's an adventure.
Yeah. What else we got?
That one's for you.
Okay. Do I find myself falling back into old habits being back in the same city? Honestly, I don't know. I think having you here makes it a little different. Like, it's easier to create new habits. We're also living in a new area. I used to live down in Channelside, and we're not living down there anymore. So I'm not in the city. So I'm quickly like adjusting to new things. I feel like I haven't fallen back into old habits with people per se either, just because I made it a real conscious effort that when I left in the van, the people that made the effort with me from here that wanted to stay in touch, I would continue to stay in touch with. And the ones that didn't, I was going to kind of just like, not cut ties, but like let those relationships kind of dissipate or just become more surface level instead of deep. And since I've been back, I feel like that has really stayed on trend. Like, the people that stayed in touch are excited I'm back and make an effort. The people that didn't, there's casual highs when I see them, but like they dwindled. And I just think we entered into a new phase of life. I also came back with a boyfriend, and I left single, and that changed a lot of relationships that I had. But I think all for the better, and like it's just kind of growing up. So I wouldn't say I've fallen into old habits, but I do have my core people here that like revert me back to my old self, I feel like, a little bit.
Nice. Favorite part of van versus house, and our favorite and least favorite part of van and house living.
I feel like we kind of covered that already.
Yeah. Speed round. Pros for the van, constant adventure.
Yeah.
Pros for the house, stability in ways of your shower is not broken because you drove. your bathroom is all put together because it doesn't go down the highway. You have a mailing address. You have a place to come and just like, yeah. Worst part of the van?
Oh, my best part of the house, I'd like to know, is as much as it's killing our bank account, I have been thoroughly enjoying decorating. I think I was an interior designer in a past life. I know.
The house looks great.
Drink some more wine. You'll feel better.
The house looks great.
He's a little upset that I had to do it so quickly, but my type A personality just was not having the whole...
We can't go anywhere with, oh, this is cute. Oh, that's cute. We come back. We go to the grocery store and come back with a nightstand.
I mean, no. Yeah, that's on me. But we are having a housewarming party for my birthday this coming week, so it's a good opportunity to show the house off and make it all worth it. I was going to tell you how great it looks.
Yeah, and then you can't use the excuse, well, there's a house party in a week. So I'm looking forward to that.
So then you can say, no, you can't buy that.
We can pump the brakes, you know. We can take it easy.
But
the projects aren't projects that need to be done in 30 seconds. They're projects that can be done during the week or the next week or something. It would be fantastic.
Okay, sassy pants.
Frugal, not frugal. Frugal, not frugal. Simple as that.
What kind of things do you feel like you're handling frugally versus you're being a little bit more giving with? Or
I had no choice in the home decor. Can't be frugal there. No choice. I tried to fight it at first.
You did not try and fight it.
I tried. I lost, obviously. I think I won the frugal battle, though, because I got to build a few items.
Oh, yeah.
So
he did, which was super cool.
I
mean,
it was kind of a win for me.
There's definitely things that we've prioritized. Like, this has to come first because people are coming over. This doesn't. This does. Like, honestly, and you'd think that because we're having people over, it would... Okay, we're clearly having camera issues. First video, please be gentle.
We're talking about frugal and non-frugal and...
Basically prioritizing.
Yep.
We tried to prioritize in the house. But you'd think with us having people coming over that we would have started doing the backyard first because like people like to hang out outside. But we haven't done the backyard. That's like the one part we haven't, and it's because it's cold. So we're basically done with almost the whole house but the backyard. So...
It's fun though. The backyard is cute. It's like,
yeah,
you know, you can stand back there. It's not like there's
a hammock,
trees and stuff. Yeah, but there's no outdoor furniture. There's not a fire pit. Things like that just make a backyard nice.
So yeah, so like we've made everything else in the house priority, but
yeah,
there's plenty of seating. But yeah, I mean, Kyle has saved us a lot of money in the sense that he has built a giant chunk of our furniture. You want to tell them about your building excursions?
Yeah, so I built, and it all came about, she was like making a list of furniture, and I was like, I can build that, I can build that. But she didn't believe me or anything, so, I mean.
It was said in a way that Dwight Schrute would say that, you know, like from The Office, like, oh no, I can build that. Like that mentality of,
because I could.
No task is too big.
I could. And then there was a floor thing that made it to where we were like, we needed to cover that area.
Ooh, should we tell that story?
Should we?
I think we should save it for another podcast.
Okay, well, there was a floor thing that we'll get into later that people just didn't need to be like in that area. We didn't need traffic to that part of the floor.
It'll be a story time for the next video, so we'll have to just tune back in.
I was like, I'll just build a day bed, keep people around it, and like kind of just section off that part of the house. It's there's like a big window in front of it and everything, so it made sense for a day bed to be there. And I built it, and she was like, oh, you're not just like Michael Scott building an end table.
If people get the reference,
fans.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
we're big Office fans. We could do a whole episode on The Office too, probably.
For sure. But it looked pretty good. Could be better. And then she let me build
Let you build.
Yeah, she green-lighted the build on the bed frame.
Yeah, the bed frame, which I think is so cool because it worked for our queen-size bed, but it also works for our king. So that was funky and that was really creative.
And then the bar.
The bar is his pride and joy. He's most proud of his bar.
Took the most time on it, for sure.
And if you follow me and you regularly watch my Instagram stories, you would have seen by now that he built the bar. I got the most questions about the bar. I got people wondering if you would ship building them one, like a lot. So I think Kyle might have a...
If you house me for the time that it takes to build the bar, buy the materials and things, feed and house me, I'll just do it for free.
Turn it into a travel business. Hey, I'll come to your home and I'll build you stuff.
If you want a bar built, just house and feed me and then buy the supplies and you'll have a bar.
No, he's really good though. So if you are a Tampa local and you need something built, He's your man.
I don't think the housing thing would go for Tampa though. You'd have to I don't know.
You'd have to
Maybe
pay him.
like
I'm requiring you
a
to pay him.
staycation. It'd just be a little too close to home. So, if you live somewhere cool though, like if you live in Montana.
Montana people out there. But no, so he's really good. And then he also built our chair that's in the lanai.
Yeah. That one's cool because it was the cooler
holder
stand. Like that's what we had our cooler in the van. And we're like, well, we don't need a cooler stand anymore. What are we going to do with that? And then
I'm almost pissed at us that we didn't do like a TikTok of like that transformation of how you got it from cooler stand to chair.
Well, there's photos of the cooler stand. It can just be like a glow up thing.
A glow up, but no,
yeah,
it was really cool.
It goes from the cooler stand to it's sort of a hodgepodge seat. It's got pieces that or some of the material I used for the bar on it, on the chair as well. So it's a little bit like the bar. It's in the same room, so that makes sense.
And then a pillow my aunt gave us fit perfectly as the seat. So thanks.
It's meant to be.
Thanks, Debbie.
Yeah, it was meant to be. And it's the same color scheme and everything. It's great.
We need to finish painting it though. That's on our agenda this week. It's got to be painted.
That's the big debate right now. You know,
paint or stain.
Paint.
So we're playing with that. So he built all that. I mean, are we missing something? Day bed,
no,
bar, chair.
Day bed, bar, chair.
We got a friend coming over. He's gonna help make a bench soon. I'll keep you posted on that. But a lot of you guys have seen this going on if you do watch my stories because like I do good at kind of documenting where we're at with it. We're gonna do some major house reveals soon. Maybe if you guys are interested in it, instead of a video of us sitting here and talking, we could do a house tour.
Walk and talk.
Oh, house tour. But yeah, mainly like this was a fun little one because so many people asked about van life. But we really want to get your opinions on what you want us to talk about. I mean, I think a YouTube is a lot more fun than a podcast, but if you want, we can throw this audio on for podcasting as well. I like to see what's going on, though, with people. I'm more of a YouTube than podcast guy. Anything. If you want to hear more about Kyle's life.
I like the sound of our voices, so we'll just talk away.
I don't think we're very ASMR-y, but...
What about now?
Just do like a little clinking. I like that I clinked with my teeth and you went for the fingernails.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what we've got for you so far. We'll tell our secret story of why we have a day bed. We'll put that on the list of stories to tell you. But let us know what else you want to talk about. We're open books. I don't know, is there a topic that you want to cover?
Wine recommendations.
Oh, yes. Send us your wine recommendations.
No, like, bubbly stuff, though.
We don't like bubbly. We don't like Chardonnay.
Yeah, Chardonnay's a little, I don't know, it's a little...
It's not our favorite.
Too much.
But we'll try anything. So,
yeah, give
us the wine recs.
Your favorites.
And you can basically plan on joining us every Wednesday, hopefully, if we can stay consistent.
Happy Wednesday, folks.
You have to motivate us to stay consistent on Wednesdays. So, like, share, comment. I don't know, is that what people say on YouTube?
Do the stuff.
Do the stuff.
Yeah.
And we'll make more. If not, we'll just have to.
We'll probably make more anyway. Because this was fun. I got to drink some wine. And we'll probably just do more.
We can do one where we, like,
we need to have a patent
drink.
sign off. We gotta, like, we have to have a thing. It's like, this is how we
develop the thing. What's the thing? You're watching the thing happen in the making.
Okay.
Cheers.
And we'll see you next time.